Hi everyone, I'm going to demonstrate today how to use Excel to evaluate the number of combinations and also the number of permutations. And you're going to need to use both of these as you work with the binomial distribution. So first of all, in cell D1, what I want to do is use Excel to find the combinations of 10 things taken 3 at a time. So I'm going to go up to formulas, and this one happens to be in the mathematics section. So I'll click on math and trig and come down here and find COMBIN. And notice this returns the number of combinations for a given number of items. There's a second one here, COMBINA, which returns the number of combinations with repetitions. All right, so typically most of the time you're going to be using this first one. So what I'm going to do is enter the total number of objects in number, that's 10, and I want to select from those 10 objects 3 at a time. And I want to know how many different ways I can do that. So I'll click OK, and it tells me I can do that in 120 different ways. You could think of this as maybe 10 letters of the alphabet, and how many combinations of 3 at a time are there? ABC, ABD, ABE, and so on. Okay? Now, permutations are a little bit different, so I'm going to click in cell D4, and this time I'm going to find the number of permutations of 10 things taken 3 at a time. Now remember that permutations differ from combinations in that if you have A, B, C as a combination, B, A, C would be the same combination. C, B, A is the same combination. However, with permutations, those will be different because in permutations, the order is critical. So ABC is not the same as CBA. Those are two different permutated arrangements. So this time I'm going to click in the cell, I'm going to go up to formulas, and this one happens to be in the statistical section. So I'll go to statistical, come down here and browse down to permutations, and there it is. Permute returns the number of permutations for a given number of objects selected from the total objects. And notice there's also a permutation A. Whoops, I didn't want to click on that. Let me back up here. Cancel that. Okay, I'm going to come back up here again. I just wanted to show you what that description was, and I mistakenly clicked on it. All right, let me just come down here and put my cursor in permutation A. This returns the number of permutations for a given number of objects with repetition, which means that you can use the A 3 times. And combinations that would work the same way. If we said with repetition, you could select the A 3 times. It's like putting the letter back in, and then you can pull it out again. All right, so most of the time you're not going to want repetition. So I'll click on permute. And again, it's asking me what is the total number of things you have, which is 10, and how many are you going to pick out at a time? 3 of them. Okay, and notice 6 times as many. And the reason for that is, take the letters A, B, C, there actually are 6 different ways that those 3 letters can be arranged. And when you're talking permutations, those are distinct choices. For combinations, they would be exactly the same. Okay, so 720 permutations. Okay, I suggest that you use Excel to do your calculations instead of trying to work those things out by hand, because working them out by hand is really tough. Another thing I probably should mention here is factorial. In the formula, you're dealing with factorials. And a factorial is simply, if I want let's say I want 6 factorial. That would be written 6 exclamation point. What that means is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, whoops. Back up there. Times 1. All right. And there happens to be a function here, and you're going to find it in mathematics, I believe, that will give you the factorial. There it is, fact. Okay, and all you have to give it is the number, 6 in this case. We want 6 factorial, and 6 factorial, notice, is 720. Let's take one that we could compute more easily. If I wanted 3 factorial, that of course is just 3 times 2 times 1, and we can see that that's going to be 6. So let's use fact again here. It's in mathematics, right down there, and let's put the number 3 in, and it should return 6, and it does. Okay, good luck.